for 9698. We will play the check. The first check, played by telephone on television, 9698. So, haha, you checked him. Again, we didn't get a name that time. Could you please try to remember to leave your names when asked for? There is a prize, don't forget. Okay, John's king out of the way. So still these rooks facing each other. To take or not to take. Bring the queen back with another check, maybe. Does it gain anything? I don't know. They're phoning in very quickly now. Everyone's getting a move on. I've got a close race here. 9899. They like checking. They really like checking. Yeah, it's growing. 9899. Check from one corner. Follows the check from the other corner. Queen comes back. 9899. That's the move. And that was John Harbury. Thank you, John. We got him in check at long distance. This is remarkable, to be just a pawn down, all the pawns on the same side of the board. So, pawn coming in the way of that check. No more useful checks now. So, it's a question, exchange rooks, or find something else to do. You have to decide on a matter of principle here. You're more likely to draw the endgame a pawn down with queens and rooks on, or with just queens on. 3935, you want the rooks off. 46% of you want the rooks off. Quite a lot want to keep them on, but it's a clear majority, 36%. 3935, we're playing. That was Kevin Morgan, I think, who was first to phone that one in. The ending that we're going to reach now is notoriously difficult. Queen and 4 pawns against queen and 3 pawns, with all the pawns on the same side of the board. This could go on all night.
It can't, in fact, Bill, but it's worth mentioning that, in fact, we have been allowed to stay up just a little bit longer.
I'm missing Teenage Monster on Channel 4.
Don't mention it.
Okay, Queen's recaptured the rook. Notice that you can't move this pawn. It's pinned against the king. Might be nice to advance that to attack the pinned black pawn, but unfortunately, it's illegal. (9959). Popular move. Oh. Wide choice here. 7972. Just bringing the king forward. 8284, advancing a pawn. Good positional move. 7972. Oh, it's very close at the top. I don't want to have to take this. 7972 is in the lead. Okay, that's... No, not yet, not yet. Oh, they're neck and neck. This is... Okay, we'll take that one. 7972, king coming forwards. That moved into a clear lead, though I must say I thought the pawn move was better. When black has more pawns, those ones are going to advance, and white is going to need a little bit of space. But John's move now. Oh, we've got the name of the king up. Harried Segari. Unpinning the pawn. But is the king really better off there? Now waiting for John's move. Oh, that's interesting. He's offering an exchange of queens. Now that means he thinks if we exchange queens, we will lose the endgame with just king and pawns. Do we take his word for it? I don't know. Is he bluffing? He is, of course, attacking our queen. We've got to do something about that. We either take his queen and hope to draw it, which may be a big hope. Pawn down, you usually lose king and pawn endings. Or we keep queens on the board. 9959, you want to keep queens on. I think you're probably right. 9959, 32%. That's it, 18% to exchange. Maybe it's a draw, maybe it's a loss. But you're taking Spielman's word for it. Okay, that's growing. 9959. Queen. Queen coming. That's it. Sometimes you just have Tommy, anybody? Just Tommy sent that move. Thank you, Tommy. Tommy from Telford. Very alliterative. Thank you, Tommy. Now, it's all patience. Maybe we just have to sit and wait for those pawns to advance. John's moved, the pawns come up, and yeah, he's clearly worried about white advancing this one. We can't do that now, we just lose a pawn. One pawn down, you sometimes lose. 2 pawns down, you always lose. Actually, 2 pawns up, I sometimes draw, but 2 pawns down, I'll always lose. There's a lot of voting for this pawn move, but I think it's too late for this one. It would leave white's pawns very shaggy. It might not lose a pawn, but it looks very, very doubtful. Weakens white's king. There's a lot voting for it. 6-2, 6-4. Sometimes it's best just to sit still, just to wait. But there's a lot of people wanting to do something. It's an interesting move that's leading 8-2, 8-4. Exchange 1 pair of pawns, and the idea is to lure black's queen over to that square so that white's queen can take the pawn here. I don't trust it. 5-9-5-3. Offers an exchange of queens. 5-9-5-2. Sits and waits. 8-2, 8-4. Keep voting for 8. Okay. Oh, no, it's slipping now. 5-9-5-2. We got a majority. We will play that. Queen goes up 1 square. 5-9-5-2, 15%. Play that move. Queen up. Oh, caller didn't leave a name. So, wait to see how John tries to improve his position. Oh, he's being very patient. One Soviet grandmaster once said to me, in endgames you must be very patient. If pawns can advance 2 squares, don't do it. Advance them 1, and then another 1. 8284. A lot of voting for that. 8283, the patient one. That's advance 1 square and then 1 next move. 5285, where's that? Queen out. It's interesting. 6263. We're having a close race. I'll let you know when one. We've got four moves sharing first place now. 8283, 6263, 8284, 5285. This is a lottery. There's a leader. The patient move, 8283. I like that. Is 6% in the lead, 22%. 8283, we'll play that one. Pawn up, just 1 move, 1 square. There. You can advance it another square next move if you like. Queen back check, okay. King's in check. How are you going to get out of it? Mike Sutcliffe, thank you for your teensy pawn move. It's a good one. So king in check on that diagonal. Move the king, put a pawn in the way, offer a queen exchange. Those are your choices. 6263, pawn in the way. A lot of votes for that. %58 for that. That's a very clear leader. Very clear leader. We'll play that. 6263. Pawn up 1 square. Not sure I like that, but sometimes it's better just to keep the pawns back. It's very difficult to know. But if white can next advance this pawn, maybe you can blockade them all. You're really making Spielman work. Really making Spielman work in this game is very good. Very good. It's not easy for him. Dr. Ghani played that 6263 move first. Maybe it's good. Who knows? Probably Spielman will tell us it's the losing mistake, but I think it's quite a good move. Right. Challenging our pawn to come forward. We're both sides fighting for space on that same side of the board. Spielman's pawn's advanced. It's just squeezing. Very unpleasant. (7-3-7-4). Pawn up, 43%. You don't want is if his pawns come up too fast, we get squashed. If our pawns advance, they can create weaknesses. It's awfully difficult. But that's a majority. 7-3-7-4. Pawn coming up, 7-3-7-4. Meeting his head on. Derek Allen, thank you for phoning in. It's a strongly principled move, that. These are difficult decisions to take. Pawn moves are always the most difficult. You can't move them back. John is pushing. Now, the big danger is that he's going to get his queen into this square. If he does that, we're probably dead. But no worry of that immediately. Now, 8-3-7-4. Now that's not a legal move. Spielman pushed, he didn't take. Ah, right, I was only very early figures there. 5-2, 5-3. Just sit back and wait, I think, is going to be the right strategy. For a little while, anyway. 5-2, 5-3 is looks decent. 30%. Is that the view of you all? It's growing, 35%. 5253. It's growing even more. Okay. 5253. Queen moves. Queen moves 1 square forward. Dr. Chandra was the first to suggest that. And a sensible move it is too. Queen coming up. Actually a threat of your own. Queen attacking this pawn. Let Spielman check if he wants to, but what's the queen doing down there? Okay, Spielman's king comes forward. Again, he's inviting an exchange of queens. We could check here, exchange queens, but Spielman must be confident he's going to win that. Is he right? Five, two. 5-2, no. Waiting for moves, 5-3, 5-4. A lot of you want the queen exchange. You think Spielman's bluffing. We shall see. We'll play that move. 36% of you want it. You're very brave people. 45% want it. Okay, that's the move. 5-3, 5-4. Queen comes up. Check. This is either a brilliant move, beautifully calculated, or it's the losing blunder, Martin Sharrock. I hope you're right, and the millions of others who agreed with you. Martin Sharrocks, you have great courage. Queen up, check. John's taken it, of course. He had to. And you don't even need to phone in for this one. You want to take back. So the pawn takes the queen. That's 6-3, 5-4. Really, there's no point in letting you waste 10 pence on that one. 6-3, 5-4 is the move. If John decides that is the best move of the game, I win the computer. And John's bringing his king over. Now this is wonderful. If he can get his king to this square, he wins. If he can't, it's a draw. I think it's going to be as simple as that. If he gets the king to this square, we will lose this pawn, and then it's all over. So he wants to bring it round, thum, 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 and eat the pawn. Can we keep him out? 7-2, 6-3, so bring our king over too. Okay, 82%, 7-2, 6-3. That's the move, 7-2, 6-3. It's fantastic. We've got down to a king and pawn ending that isn't even clear. Andy led better. I don't know what you think, but it may actually be a draw now. Or we might be completely lost, who knows? John, bringing his king over. You have to be very careful in endings like these. Choose the right squares for the king. 6-3, 5-3. 81% want it. 86%, okay, must play that one. 6-3, 5-3 is the majority view. So the king goes over, 6-3, 5-3. Paul Flack, that was your move. Kings come over. Now sometimes it's very important here to choose the right square. It's up to you to decide. King here or king here? Or king somewhere else? Can we keep his king out? The kings have to keep pace with each other. 5-3-4-3, 83%. But is it the right one? 82%. Oh, you all want that. Everyone's phoning in with that one. 75% have to take it. 5-3-4-3. King over to here. Five, three, 4-3. Kieran Smallbone. 10 years old. What are you doing up at this time of night? Please, Mrs. Smallbone, can you stay up for a few more minutes and wait for the end? Thank you. Sleeping in the morning, Kieran. And John's moved. King's come up. Four, 3-3-3. 72%. And growing. 81%. Down to 80. That's right. 4-3-3-3. King coming over. 4-3-3-3 is the move. I think there's only a few more moves left in this game. Craig Forshaw suggested that one. I think within the next 2 or 3 moves, we will know whether Spielman thinks he can win this game or whether it's a draw. That's the nasty one. John has moved that pawn move. That is the one that may cause a lot of problems. Oh, he was lucky to have that. 3-3-4-3. Now our king's got to move. That's such a pity. And 3-3-4-3 it is. We got to stay in touch with the square he's trying to get. 3-3-4-3. That's the move. 3-3-4-3. King's come over. Chris Malm. Chris Malm. Sorry, I got your name wrong. Chris Malm. You suggested that move, and that move it is. But I think it's not a very good position. Yep. We're getting outflanked. That's the problem. Spielman's king coming in. His king's come in here. Can we keep it out? Trouble is, white always has to move. If you could just sit there, it would be okay. But white's king has to move. And 4-3-5-3 is where you seem to want to move it. 56%. 4-3-5-3 it is. King moving 1 square to the right. I think it's looking bad. That was Kevin Malloy. Fight on, Kevin Malloy. Or maybe lost. There are moves yet. John knows what he's doing, unfortunately. As kings come over. Should anyone want to resign at any stage, don't let me rush you into this. The move to type in is 9988. Just in case at any stage of this game you should decide to give up, 9988 is the thing to do. "5363 is the move. We're getting lots of 9988s too. 5363. John. Yes, John's just brought his king in. Now the king's attacking this pawn. We got to move our king. That's going to lose the pawn. Yep, you've seen it, haven't you? 52% of you, I am afraid, know what is going on. 9988. We have had in all over 20,000 calls. And 52% of you now want to resign. Resigns has it. John, congratulations. The winner of this first ever television interactive chess game, John Spielman. We'll now invite him to come out and join us.
Well, indeed, very interesting night. 20,000 calls by 1:30 on a Saturday morning can't be bad. A resignation in the end, but a fascinating game, a fascinating programme, in fact. It's first of its kind in the world, as we said earlier. We're going to invite John down to join us now so that he can identify what he's regarded as the best move of the evening, and as soon as he's named that move, we can name the person and they will receive the prize. John is with us now.
Yeah.
John, if you could just show a very quick sequence.
Sure, yes, this has been
too.
fairly hard work, this game. Oh, you want to see a sequence in this position? Do you? I mean, I'm surprised that 45% of the British people would want to exchange queens in that position, but I think by then I was probably winning. I mean, something like this is possible, I don't know, and here, and here, and then I go and take everything in sight and...
You just take both the pawns, all your pawns become queens, and...
Yes, it's not difficult at the end. This is difficult. I mean, I have a score sheet here of the game. I've got 2 or 3 possibilities. I think possibly White's 20th move, which you insisted they play Queen E3 is the best one. That was... because this was 11% rather than 12%.
5253.
Yeah, it was 12% for a gross blunder and 11% for this one.
We have a name for that one.
Do you have a name? I mean, I have 1 or 2 other possibilities, which if you think that you shouldn't have prompted the viewers, then I'll choose one of the other possibilities.
I'm happy if you think it was the best move.
It was an excellent move, yeah, it gave me counterplay. I mean, also, I'll show you the position. It's a very irritating move, especially given what had occurred previously, because I've been trying to avoid good but drawn endings for most of this game, and we reached, where are these lumps? This position.
While you were setting up, tell me, what did you think of the queen and pawn ending? The exchange of queens was
the exchange
decisive mistake.
Yeah, yes, of course, but well, no, not of course, but in fact, yes.
Was the position, how were chances of drawing?
I thought once I got my black pawn to this square, and there was a hole on this square, we had a pawn structure like this, then I thought my queen would get here in the end, and that would be the end of the world. But I thought it was not easy at all. I mean, I wouldn't enjoy trying to win it, especially not when we're in time trouble, as we are. Now, where are these lumps? We had this position, and this guy is here. Look, this is here, this is here. These pawns like this. This is here. Very complicated game indeed. I mean, I got this slight positional advantage, but it wasn't simple at all. We had bits like this, and here, and here, and here.
I must say I expected the audience to fall apart once they got a
Yeah, they were very
disadvantage.
tough. I
They
mean,
defended.
I recognised several other voices, which I'm not sure if you knew who they were. For instance, the gentleman who suggested rook takes e5. Quite a strong chess player.
So your first choice was White's 20th move, which
White's
was...
20th move, which was here. Now,
Oh,
let me just...
that was the Queen move.
Yeah,
7-3-5-3.
that's my choice. I mean, my problem...
Yes, we have a name for that.
Yes, let me just explain what my problem was, which is sort of amusing. I mean, half the audience wanted to play this move, which loses a pawn for nothing.
Yes,
And these pieces are not on this square, they're on this square. What, they're like this,
That's
I'm
right,
sorry,
yeah.
I'm knackered. Right, so half the audience wanted to play this move, after which I'm basically winning. Now, the best move after this one is to go here. But on the other hand, then this move would lead to a bad ending, which White ought to be able to draw. And since your whole audience was wanting to lose it there to put a move earlier, I had to play a rather dubious move, this, which is, you know, difficult.
so you were actually helped by listening to their commentary.
I was not hurt, no. I had a problem. I think I've actually managed to...
So I think we give the prize to the first person to...
Absolutely, to the
who
first
phoned
person.
in 7-3-5-3.
3, yeah. I think this would
Well,
be a good plan.
We're trying to get him on the line, I believe.
No idea who it was.
So have a seat.
Yeah.
Well, the first person to suggest that move, the move that Jonathan Spielman has judged to be the best move of the game, is Phil Moore. Phil, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, you're still awake, good man.
Just about, yes.
Have you enjoyed the evening?
Very good, yes. Fascinating.
Terrific, well played, Phil. I'll hand you straight over to John and you can have a little chat about the move.
Great.
Hello.
Hello, John.
Hello. So, have you got a rating?
Pardon?
Have you got a chess rating?
No, I haven't actually.
You haven't actually. Oh, good. That's nice, because I have no idea what the proportions are of rated to unrated players.
I just play for kicks, but I love it.
So you found this fun, did you? I thought this was very hard work for me. Anyway, I've been working extremely hard.
That's right. I thought we could have foxed you near the end there, where we moved from 4-3 to 5-3, was it? And I thought we should have gone to 4-2.
And what, you mean when you swap queens?
No, right at the end there, I thought we could have kept you out.
No, and the pawn innings lost because I have lots of tempi.
I see.
Because I have the reserve move f7 to f6, which must be 70, I'm afraid it's not my normal notation, 77 to 76. Because I have a reserve move...
6-7-6-6.
Is that?
Sorry.
What, is that? 6-7-6.
6-7-6-6. You've always got that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have a reserve tempo, I can get my king into your guts eventually, and eventually it's possible to win, but it's extremely difficult. I was trying to calculate a much more difficult pawn ending, actually, where I get doubled pawns in the E line, on the 5 line.
Yeah.
My impression was that ending was winning, but it involved, I don't know, I'd more or less got it sussed when you did something much easier. But very hard work.
Yeah. When I got my move through, I was glad to get rid of the knight threat. There was an undefended knight. Well, it was defended by the queen, but it was very vulnerable.
Yes.
I thought.
Yes, it was good. You just swapped knights, I think, and then got your queen over, and you had really quite reasonable drawing chances then. Yeah, very hard work.
All right, Phil, many congratulations. That's marvellous. And congratulations on winning our special prize, which is the Mephisto Monte Carlo chess computer. Very well done indeed. And well done to all our viewers who did their best to make this programme such a success.
And thank you. At the start of this programme, I really expected that John Spielman was going to wipe you out in 25 to 30 moves. The game went on for 51 moves. My voice has just held out to the end. Congratulations, all of you. The strength of British chess is far greater than I had imagined. I apologise for the rudeness that I was prepared to heap on you at the end of this programme. You did splendidly.
Tell me, are they we or you at the end of this, Bill?
I'm proud to be associated with them.
Marvellous. Bill, well done. Thank you very much. Have a good gargle. And thanks also to John and to all of you at home once again. We've finally made it then to the end of television's first ever live interactive programme. And are you still alive? Or more to the point, are you still awake? If so, congratulations on a really splendid effort. We've all enjoyed it here, and I hope you have too. Do please write in and let us know what you thought of the programme, good or bad. We'd be delighted to hear all your comments. In the meantime, until the next interactive chess programme, good morning, sleep well.